Alright. What is up, everyone? Welcome to ZeldaSpeedRuns, and we've got a big one today. We've got the OoTR Standard Tournament Season 3. We've got Marco facing off against Bonooru today. You can't really wish for a bigger match today. I don't really think we can hype this enough. On commentary today, we've got Alpha Houdini, August, and Chimp and Reef. Do introduce yourself. Afterwards, I introduce the Trekkers. How's it going?
Excellent. I'm most hyped. This is going to be absolutely amazing.
Offer?
Yeah, I think it's going to be really good. I consider Marco being like #1 and Bono #2, two very fast speedrunners and very similar. They know each other super well, so it's super hype.
And how's it going, August?
Howdy, hey, yeah, I think Marco is definitely the favorite coming into this. Bonooru might be looking to take some gambles. It's bitten him in the past. It's, progressed him in the past as well, so it's going to be a good one for sure.
Alright, I just got some feedback on the game sound being a little bit too loud, but that's fixed now. But yeah, trekking today, we have Ricky of Kukuri and FMZGun129, so do give you a shout out to those as well. Wouldn't be possible without having some people trekking over it. We're about to start here in like 1 minute, so as one thing, this race does have a delay, so just so everyone knows, their streams are still synced up to our commentary, but just so everyone knows that the SRL race room itself is a little bit ahead, but, as per usual, don't spoil. If you see them finish ahead of time in the room, do not spoil that.
Yeah. Obviously, that means Marco is already finished, so this will be a fairly short one.
Well, Marco is in no mode.
Right, with that being said, we've got a minute to go here. I hope everyone's hyped for this match, and take it away, lads.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Obviously, these guys don't just compete in rando, they compete in 100%. I've been seeing a lot of that from these guys as of late. So not just rando pride on the line here. Fellow Frenchman as well, of course.
Going off that meme, I did have a thought just earlier today. What if we introduced a new freestanding model? A wrong warp model that warps you immediately to Ganon's castle.
Can it be a baguette?
Yeah, if you'd like, we can make it a baguette, and you last location chickens, and Andrew gives you the baguette.
Oh,
wrong warp to Ganon.
I'm in. Let's get in touch with the devs. And by let's get in touch, I mean I'll let you push that idea. And here we go, folks.
And here's our fashion contest, 5 seconds in.
I don't think anyone would disagree with Marco winning this fashion challenge here. Bonooru with the mustard yellow. Oh, big bucks.
Kind of reminds me of chess pieces.
Oh, more big bucks.
Black and white.
Big bucks, big nuts. And just a heart piece.
Both of them should be skipping the chest here. Yeah, they have this habit. They are waiting to see if they can get something like Sun Song so they could void out of the boulder maze, or to see if they have Kokiri Forest Baron, I would guess.
Yep, they're playing to their strengths, and they know the strengths of the other match their own.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be looking not to make any sort of execution mistakes.
Yeah, I was gonna say these guys are execution kings, so I don't expect many mistakes at all in terms of execution.
I mean, you say that, but I think it was just in the last round, Bonooru, I think, missed the chains climbing up, but
so was that Bonooru?
I thought that was Bonooru. Maybe that was another.
No, you might be right. You might be completely right.
Yeah, I remember something like that. He got a bit ballsy on the owl stuff, and
he didn't go for the Navi and just completely missed the time of day. But didn't that help, because that took him to Valley into Magic, right?
Yeah, it took him to this match right here versus Marco.
Okay.
And these guys are in sync.
20 skulls dead.
everybody.
Ooh, did you see that little
Oh, wait,
like
no, that's
very
Backstreet
slight
Boys.
mistake from Bonooru? I think it makes the rest of the little cycle timing really short. He needs to use Navi right now.
I think he's got enough time without Navi, but I think he'll have to skip the hint and use Navi, or just if he wants to play it safe, go straight to Owl. But I think just to Owl is fine.
He's going to the hint.
Marco, you can tell by his time of day that Marco's fine here.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
Bono is
Yep.
skipping.
Alright, Bono skipping. Bigeron's dead.
Okay, so not too much of an advantage going for the hint.
No.
No,
If Bono doesn't
surprise,
use Navi...
surprise.
Oh, Bono's still not using Navi, but I think he's fine. Plenty of time. Yeah, no issues there. Marco should get this as well. Yeah. Easy. 3 or 4 seconds, no problem.
And they are resynced up.
Oh, better RNG for Marco with the... What's the name of the dog in English? It's Richard?
Yes,
Richard,
sir.
Lil Dicky, whatever you prefer.
It's called
Oh, this is some sync. That is some beautiful sync. This is going to be like that for the next 10 minutes, I think.
Unfortunately, starting with the stone, unlikely we'll see either of these gentlemen go early adult.
Alright, big info time. Minuet on Ocarina. 20 is dead. Zora Frog Stew is dead, and Spirit Way the hero. And again, perfect sync. Goodness.
They use the exact same movement patterns and...
Man, if they had the same heart colors and tunic colors, I would honestly think I'm watching the mirror. Alright, so that's Goron City Way the hero. So we've got Goron City and Spirit Temple so far. Minuet and Ocarina means that all dungeons is relatively unlikely, but I guess we'll have to wait and see.
It's certainly not required for these guys. Midoskep definitely in their bag of tricks.
Oh yes. Oh, Zora River is foolish. A nice one to have.
Oh, and Bono didn't equip the nuts. I guess that's no big deal.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't need the nuts until Deku, when you've got to equip the shield anyway, there's no real urgency to equip the nuts.
They're waiting at the same place.
Yep, I'm sure they know their opponent is right next to them.
And so both of them are going for the single box jump. So the way this happens is after they climb, they need to hold up for 3 frames to give them the good position and then to do an up plus A jump. Marco usually buffers it, and you just saw Bono doing it unbuffered.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen Marco miss that.
Bono ahead. Let's go. 2-second lead.
Yeah, it would have been
Yeah,
smart for
Song
Marco
of
to do his equips.
Time.
Garbage song to get this early. Always want something a little bit nicer from Zelda's Lullaby, but... There we go. Song of Time. Helps for
Beggars can't be
GCG.
choosers, but these guys both choosing to go to Lon Lon Ranch, opting for the free song route. Should we take any bets on if either of them are gonna go to Gerudo Valley?
I can't see them going to Valley.
It would be a play like especially for this 1v1, so you would bet that your opponent will not go, but it's like 90% chance they don't.
Yeah, I'd be really surprised if they went.
I mean, we haven't gotten anything in the first like 4 or 5 checks.
True, but
So I think if Bonooru wants to get an early edge, that might be the play.
I don't think Bono needs to sort of consider early gambles. Like, Bono is not a weak player by any stretch of the imagination, so I don't think Bono needs to do anything but just play like he normally does, to be honest.
But
I know, but that's a play he's made in the past. Picking up ZL from Malin.
I think maybe if this is a garbage song, you might consider Valley, but ZL's pretty useful. Just on its own.
Now, the big play would be to skip the silo, skip the item in the back of the building here, and go to Valley.
Who was it that did that early in Season 3 and had a bow in it? I can't remember who it was. Was it Sea Falcon?
Probably my cats.
Possibly. I remember someone did it, and it had a... Because they skipped this chest, they skipped the first chest in the well. One of them was a bow, one of them was a hook shot, and it was incredible. Mr. Mine. Right, okay.
Slice of pizza in the silo.
Yeah, and there is the double save warp back to Old Kakari Forest, and Deku Tree on the way.
Yep, Bonooru like 3 seconds ahead.
There we go. Execution on Bono's side.
Alright, what do we think is gonna be inside the Deku Tree? Choices absolutely nothing. Bow, strength, hammer. Maybe some boots?
Considering we've literally found no items, the choices are pretty pretty wide.
Could find explosives.
Let's go with... I'm gonna go boomerang plus a medallion.
Ooh.
There we go. There's my bets. Throwing it out there.
I don't know. The banana's still hanging on the tree. I don't think it's ripe enough to eat.
Oh, Kakwe the hero. Surprising everyone. Stop what you're doing. Rush chickens.
Or maybe it's gonna be that Nocturne song. Burning Kakariko cutscene.
Alright. Neither of them choosing to go around the front of the tree here.
No, I think despite the new meta, their muscle memory is ingrained at this point. They're going around back.
I think that's a 1500 dead. I think I just saw. Large rupee.
I mean, some boys just like going around back.
Yeah, going to the front is about 4 seconds faster if you YOLO the position super fast. So like taking some safety would put it at like 2 seconds, and if you miss it once, I don't really know how much you lose, but that'd be like 15-20 seconds. So
yeah, I think if you miss it once, that's like already waste.
yeah, so the risk reward is kind of frightening.
I don't know, I've heard from the ladies you want to go around the front.
Oh boy.
Some time around there. Bono maintaining his lead inside the tree.
Yeah, he got that lead at the chicken game, did he?
A bit of chicken game, bit of a no pause buffer. Oh, we got some magic. I'm already wrong.
Well, we're still early inside the tree. A couple checks left.
Oh, I know there could be something else, but I know I said boomerang plus medallion, so you know. I'm already wrong by default. How dare I get this bet wrong? of not knowing what item out of all of the game is in Deku Tree.
Oh, Marco prefers to wait for the skull to look away. He baited the first one, but didn't feel like doing it for the second one.
Giving Bono an unassailable lead.
Perhaps allowing Bonooru to maintain that lead through the boss fight. $5 in the attic.
Yeah, nothing else.
I guess
so
10
far.
total.
Two checks and a couple of skulls left. Obviously, with only 3 sticks, can't get both of them.
No swaggy swiping at that skullfula on the way down.
No, I don't think you risk that with 3 sticks. Marco might. Nope.
It's funny none of them go for the side hop.
Yeah, the side hop's pretty efficient, but I guess that routing into the skull was pretty good. I'm not sure if that would save time as opposed to the side hop, but arguably not. Oh, Bono missing B1 skip.
One thought of mine this early in the seed is with that 20 skullfulas hint dead, I'd try to rush 10 as quickly as possible.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I guess you're sort of limited by wallet space in the Deku Tree at least. Just in terms of how much you can buy. I mean, they had a 30 nut upgrade, so they could essentially buy 6 sticks if they wanted to.
Oh, and Bono going safe with the setup. Marco missed it.
Uh-oh.
Guys, come on! This is supposed to be the pinnacle of execution. You can't be showing me up like this.
Even the pinnacle players, they can have some slippery thumbs.
I can literally feel Arthur's head dropping in shame.
No, but both of them told me like they have failed it in the past, and if they feel under pressure, they usually go for safety.
It's a stick.
Just a single stick. Not even an upgrade.
Yeah, she must have had that caught in one of her legs.
Or in her eye, you know.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
that's
Forest medallion.
Hey.
Very
Let's go to the
useful early.
temple.
So, just magic from the tree.
And
Well-
if you want to guess what's in the Kokiri sword chest, hurry up.
Vanilla. It's vanilla. It's not vanilla. Don't believe me.
Ooh, that's
Oh.
handy.
That'd have been pretty useful in the tree.
Well, no, it's useful in the Lost Woods.
I know, but it's still been useful in the Deku Tree.
No, not for these guys. It's much more useful right before you go into the Lost Woods for the first time.
You could have got
Very
an extra.
convenient.
Could have got an extra skull though. Save some sticks.
Yeah, that's
saving
true.
some
That's
sticks is good.
Skulltula.
So you
Oh,
can save
Bonooru
sticks
trying
and
to-
save money.
Bonooru not strong enough to do some weed whacking there. Marco reading the sign.
Oh my god. 5 out of 10 for execution. How dare you read the sign on the way out?
I mean, given that these guys have such high execution, we're kind of doing some nitpicking, but all in good fun.
Yeah, Skullmask dead.
But that is quite a sign that they are very likely stressed. And I mean, like, their opponent, they know is moving Link really fast, so...
Free shield.
Yeah, they definitely know their opponent and they know their capabilities. We're partners in the multi-world tournament.
Using the exact same strats to position on the tree trunk.
Unfortunately, the Skull Kid's not giving them the exact same song, so ruining the sync.
That would have been. I would have called shenanigans if it had given the same song.
No, one of these days, we're gonna see a ZSR race where two racers are playing the exact same Skull Kid song. It's gotta happen eventually, right?
I don't know. I don't even know what the chances of that are. Arthur, you're good. What are the chances of that?
Not with probabilities.
Hey, Toxic, do you want to work out the probability of that happening?
Season 43
0%. There we go, 0%. Got it confirmed from Stats Genius.
I'm feeling it. Losers Bracket, Season 43. I'm calling it now. Let me know in about 5 or 6 years.
Marco's grandkid versus Bono's grandkid. Oh, there's early storms.
Curious.
Early storms plus early ZL. No bombs just yet, but...
Yeah, let's see what these hint stones garnish us.
Oh, scale on Foy. It's one of those Monka-S. Gotta hope there's no iron boots in the lab.
So you agree, like, 40 skulls for a scale. You don't really want to do it, but you're still scared of it.
Ooh,
Right?
Lake highly away the hero. Let's go. Iron boots in the
Oh
lab.
man,
Lotswoods is foolish.
that's handy. The latter one, not the former.
Oh my god! If this is iron boots in the lab. Oh goodness.
If it is, it's all your fault. You were just talking about that right before they found that hint stone.
Oh man. I really hope we find nothing else in Lake.
It's a wallet.
Early wallet.
Still don't know what any of our medallions or stones are, other than the two they've got. Where to? Lake Kylie away the hero, or to the castle to go adult?
I would guess they go adult straight away.
Looks like it. Bonooru.
For the Galaxy Brain play, you just go to child fishing.
I mean, I'd want to check it off my list. Get the Scarecrow
Oh, Marco!
song and...
Marco's
yeah.
he's going Valley into Lake.
Yeah, I think
Here we
so.
go.
I think
We got
you gotta
Divergence.
set up your Scarecrow song. I've seen Hookshot and like Bow on top of the lab roof a bunch of times.
Do you think he's doing that because he is guessing that Bono is going straight adult?
I'd
Tough
think so. Like, in my opinion, going to Lake just for fishing here is quite... I wouldn't expect it. Not from these guys, anyway. So he could be doing it for that reason. And then obviously there's Valley as well. But yeah, Toxic bringing up a good point. Going to Lake without a beam is a risk. Especially when you know that you're not going to get a scale. So going to Lake without Serenade is going to be extra difficult. Unless there's another scale around.
I think I've heard Marco talk in the past that he doesn't usually tend to metagame his opponents. That he just kind of plays the seed as it lies, and based on the items he gets and the hint stones maybe that he gets, that's how he determines his route.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't need to metagame at the end of the day. Like, he's the reigning champ. You don't really need to metagame anyone else. If there is something in Valley here, though, that is big. That is a big deal. Even if there's just something on this hint, because I'm not sure when Bono goes Valley.
Well, usually
Lake, yes,
GG.
but yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it's just a matter of when that's going to be. It depends, Gav. Like, if you see something on letter check, do you? I think you might have to. Oh, hang on.
What?
Oh, a strength upgrade on River Chest. Alright, well, Song of Time, useful.
Not so shitty after all now, is it, Chimp?
Wait, what the... Oh, wait, no, that's fair. Yeah, I apologize to Song of Time fans everywhere.
I don't think there's many of them.
And there's Saria's song, so Minuet is not required. So definitely not all dungeons.
And not logically, not anymore.
Alright, Spirit is a medallion.
Don't know if I've ever seen them.
Water's a medallion, Fire's a medallion, Dodongo's Cavern is a medallion, and Jabu is a medallion.
DC and Jabu give us our light arrow cutscene.
Alright, nothing on Ruto's letter check, that was just a huge rupee.
Yeah, and we just saw Marco benefiting from the Lake Plus hint at the beginning. So when he came from Gerudo Valley, he could go straight to the left because he does not need to check the hint again.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a little bit of time save.
Yeah, he got probably close to about 7-8 seconds save there.
Mhm.
Not sure how much it would actually cost you to get it prior to.
About to get a bunch
would
of checks
cost you
over
just
on Bonooru's side.
Alright, this fishing is really going to set up the next portion of this race, I think. If there's something on fishing here, that's a big deal. I mean, the benefit for at least if there is something on fishing is that Bono knows Lake's way of the hero, so it's not like he's going to be behind if he doesn't get this for a little while, depending on what it is. Oh,
Hover boots!
Hovers!
Uh-oh.
Hovers on child fishing!
Could be our way of the hero.
And there is our first, practically our first important item.
Now, hopefully there's not something else in the lake to bait Bonooru.
Yeah.
Hopefully all the rest of the lake is barren.
Now, the benefit here is that Hovers by itself doesn't unlock much. So, if there's nothing on like Volcano or the song on Crater isn't anything in particular, then Bono doesn't lose out too much here. But if there is something there, then it's probably just going to cascade.
Yeah, and also the hint that was in Gerudo Valley about the strengths upgrade, in my opinion, is really, really big.
That is, yeah.
Not somewhere else easy.
Especially when you've got Spirit Temple as a medallion, plus its Way of the Hero. So that hint is pretty important. Alright, so, yeah, chat pointing out there that Bono's just got Serenade. So that's pretty useful. It might actually mean that Bono saves time by not going into the valley.
I mean, but that means we haven't gotten anything in Kakariko yet.
Yeah, you're not wrong. And with 20 dead...
And it can't be that that scale on 40 either.
No, it can't be 30, 40, or 50, because they're all hinted. So it's going to be adult shooting, it's going to be the Re-Dead Grave, or it's going to be chickens or burning cack.
Stay tuned to here on ZSR to find out what's Way of the Hero in Kakariko Village.
Heart piece on the crate?
Any guess for Bono's time at Dampe Race?
47?
48.
Alright, I'll go 49. So usually like those guys will get a low 47. 46 is possible. And you can count.
Get your bets in, folks.
and you can count 2 seconds for a flame. So 1 second bong, 2 second for flames.
Now what we really need is for the Dampe race is a millisecond counter, so we can really get chat involved.
Yeah.
Down to the millisecond.
Import the counter from the Postman minigame from Majora's Mask.
So that should be 47.
Yeah, this is looking pretty good. Might be, no, it's not 46, is it?
I don't know.
Just that is I think that's the lowest 47 you can get.
And I think one of the things that helps is just the way he's able to manipulate that Z target going around corners and rewarding with a vanilla hook shot.
Yeah.
This is pretty exciting.
Uncle D paying out. Gotta love that vanilla.
And it looks like Bonooru is gonna go into the Royal Tomb, pick up an extra song.
I wonder what he does at the end of it. He may want to warp, but...
Yeah, if it's a warp song, I imagine he takes it.
Yeah. Again, chat pointing out that that sort of bails Bono out from not being able to get the DMC song. Does mean that he still misses out if it's on the volcano. But we don't even know if we can get to DMC yet.
I mean, you're speaking that, now we're gonna pick up Bolero in here.
Oh, that's Requiem.
Almost. Similar songs.
And he's straight there.
I mean, at this point, there's not much available to these guys. Jabrunia dancing, a couple checks on Death Mountain Trail.
Yeah,
the best place to go would be bottom of the well.
I think Trail would potentially keep me. Because you've got Song of Storms, so you've got above Denongo's Cavern, and you've got the Song of Storms check. So I'd probably finish off Trail into Requiem here. Just Sun Song from the Colossus, so would have been useful before leaving the graveyard, but no such luck. Lon Lon Ranchway the hero, which was Zelda's Lullaby,
Yeah.
Shock Horror. I have no idea what was on the archway, didn't see that at all.
Nope.
Bono is too fast to look at stuff. Like, we always ask him what it was when nobody was able to see anything.
Yeah. So this is almost a guaranteed straight serenade here for Bono, right?
I would guess.
I don't know.
You can't really do anything else. Although shout-outs to having 5 of 6 child songs already.
I think Night Kakariko. Grab some Sculptulas, do Nappy digging, maybe some chickens.
Yeah, it's a fair point.
But he is going straight to the lake.
Yeah, straight to lake, so we'll get his hovers. Marco, again, with no advantage here, unless Marco chooses to go up the trail and find something on the trail. But yeah, the well makes sense here. As you say, night cack, maybe chickens. Definitely get to 10 skulls. If there's nothing on 10 skulls, I think you definitely do chickens. Oh, Marco losing time already. Getting trolled by Uncle D there. Oh, that's horrible fire placement.
Okay, 47 might be dead. I say might be because, you know, it's Marco.
Yeah, it's definitely not 47. I think Bono was here at like 31.
You can see he knows his like roll timing and such. Like before climbing up and the jump slash, it's a little bit weird. Like you have to choose, I think it's between 4 or 5 rolls. And you see Marco rushing a few of them just so that he can get more.
Unfortunately, we don't see Marco. Doesn't have the face cam on for us in commentator's booth.
Just me 1 sec, guys.
So Bono getting Scarecrow song, and what would be next? Going straight to adult?
I mean, again, what's he gonna do as adult? Death Mountain Trail? I guess he could go into Forest Temple? But otherwise, not much for him.
I think he could check more of the lake now that he has Scarecrow set up. And the hook shot.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But it looks like he's going to field.
Chat saying, was that a mirror shield in the lake?
In the lake was a huge rupee.
Oh, okay.
Is he scared of Valley?
Looks like
Yeah,
it.
he's definitely going Valley here, which is good for him. He'll get the hint, if anything.
And I mean, he's also saving a little bit of time. Marco walked all the way across the valley from Kokiri Forest. Bono, with picking up Serenade from the windmill, has been able to route things just slightly differently. And I think he's going to save time overall.
Yeah, I think that's just a bloopy on the archway, by the way. I just saw that on Marco's side.
And Marco 2 going straight to Requiem from the graveyard, but now going to Adult Lake Island.
Wow,
He's already set up Scarecrow.
Right, yeah, I guess he's got Scarecrow set up, so why not? This makes sense.
Chasing that way of the hero. Is it the butter boots? Is it something else? Stay tuned here on ZSR to find out.
Be pretty big if there's two things here.
Seen it before, I'll see it again, because, god damn it, I love Zuder.
Now, you gotta think that this will essentially kill them trying to go for 40 skulls. with having hovers in the way of the hero lake, they're probably not going to prioritize. Oh,
Oh, he's reading that again.
Yeah, I love how automatic hint reading is until you read something, you're like, hang on a minute, and then you just have to double check, cancel what you were doing. Alright, adult fishing. Does the fishing give all of the goods today?
What's the big lunker got?
Oh, Bono going to CAC here, so might be, yeah, we might see well chickens well into Dampe as well. Time of day's looking pretty good. Not that it matters, got
Oh my god, the fishing guy!
Oh my god, fishing paying big time! Holy shit!
The fishing guy must have broken into the code underneath the file labeled progression items.
My god.
Alright. Fry up the grills, we're eating fish tacos or fish something tonight.
Man, there's only 6 checks in Lake. 2 of them, hopper boots and hammer. Jesus Christ.
Can Bono check 10 right now? I think he's one off.
That's 6.
Yeah, that's
so,
6.
yeah, he's one off.
One off.
But he can probably get one from the well, I think.
If he gets the like spit into him,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if he's willing to risk that shield. But with that hammer, opens up a little bit for
Is
Marco.
that Dins? Oh no! Oh, I thought that was Dins. That would have been ridiculous.
Nah, that's just Akrite's wife.
Yeah, Marco seeking a bit of protection for the seed, but with that hammer, he's going straight into Hyrule Field. Chasing that way the hero. But honestly, could be a combination way of the arrow. With that hammer, that gives him access to the crater. So he can get across the bridge and go into Fire Temple if he would so choose.
Yeah, this just smashes the seed open for Marco at this point. I guess the benefit is you've got certain areas that are dead, like Lost Woods dead is quite nice, so you don't have to worry about using the hammer for those checks. Can just sort of prioritize fire with the wallet as well.
Nothing from Grandpa. We're gonna take a peek inside the Re-Dead Grotto.
Bigeron's still dead. And just a heart container in that one. $20 in the Re-Dead Grotto.
So 5 hearts, that is plenty enough for Marco to do Fire Temple, as we were just saying.
Plenty.
He can do it
Well,
with 4.
Can you do
wallet,
Volvagia with 5 hearts without any bombs or bomb tunes? And a
Without-
bow?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
No,
True,
he would
then I
have.
lied.
He does have the wallet though, so they can buy the Goron Tunic.
Yeah, of course. Tunic is a guaranteed fire win there. Bono doing chickens. Let's go.
Yep. Go get in the Discord server, ping 1 Kuipers don't care, let him know he needs to check out Zelda Speedruns right this very second. Tell My40 sent you. He'll know what's up.
And we should all take notes on Bonooru's throw angles and movement at the chicken. He has been doing them a million times with speedrunning.
So here's a question. If you anger the chickens and then jump inside the chicken pen, and you manage to get 7 in there, can you talk to Anju?
No, it doesn't work. We tried.
Does she give you extra items if there's like 14 in there?
So the chickens that you are supposed to bring, I think they have like a, I'm gonna say something that's not true, but like a special marker, like they are unique, and they are the only ones that react to being in the pan.
So then technically, it sounds like the devs could add the marker to any angry chick who's swarming in to attack you.
They could.
Just a thought, suggestion I threw out there. Marco in Sacred Forest Meadow, anything from the Wolfos?
Just a nickel. Alright. What has Andrew got for us today? It's a Zora tuning.
So, Rip King Zora.
Which honestly isn't a terrible fight. I mean, it's not worth doing chickens for, but...
Alright, what do we got going on in the bottom of the well? Is it a trap? Is it not? Is it gonna give Bonooru an edge?
Yeah, this could make or break the seed, to be honest, if there's nothing in the well here.
And will Marco dip into Forest Temple after picking up Bolero?
It looks like it.
Yep.
Yeah.
He will at least get the first check. I'm not sure about the courtyard.
I mean, the courtyard's free, but it is a stone, so...
Yeah, he has Song of Time. I guess he can get in that way.
Thing is, you also don't really need skulls. I know we haven't seen a 50 hint yet, but Forest is normally quite nice to just get skulls, as well as checks.
So Marco might actually take the Floor Master route in now that he got that key.
And Stalfos without shield incoming.
Hashtag team never buy shield.
5 hearts, let's see how we go on. Let's see if he whips out Nehru's love.
No, no way.
Yeah, I don't think Marco is allowed to do that. I think we'd have to disqualify him.
It's written into the winners final rules.
Yeah, if you win the previous tournament, you're not allowed to use Nehru's love.
There's a straight in the well. Not a bait. So that already... Oh, I mean, it doesn't give Bono an advantage because Marco has the hammer. So, like, they are both sort of an advantage apiece at the minute.
Yeah, it's really curious. Unfortunately, it's the hover boots that might bait Bonooru into not going back to Adult Lake Island.
Thing is, when you've got to do Water Temple and you've got Serenade, it's relatively likely you'll go anyway. Especially if anything, maybe to just set up a Scarecrow or something like that.
And Marco is indeed getting the one extra check. He's going the Floor Master route.
Oh, skipping this chest before Dead Hand makes me mad. I'm just gonna keep saying it. I don't understand why you'd skip this check.
Well, you don't skip it. You just collect it on the way out. Pizza and Steve.
Right, bid war. What the hell is a bid war? Oh shit! Are we turning on ice traps mid race? Dead Hand, what we got? Oh, the lens! Alright. Useful for one entire check.
And that was vanilla.
Wait, is that
right?
vanilla? That's vanilla lens!
Yeah.
Amazing.
Vanilla lens, vanilla hook shot. Luckily,
Vanilla?
we know it's rando because of where we got the hammers and the hover boots.
Vanilla bow? Hmm.
Oh god.
Will this finally be the seed? Vanilla bow?
I don't think Marco's going that deep. Not on this track.
And there's a Goron Tunic.
And that's really
So-
handy.
Yeah, Bono with a full wardrobe. Does feel bad that he can't finish off the well here. No explosives. Thankfully, he has already found something, but unless he gets away the hero, you're not really coming back to the well. So, if Marco does go into the well with explosives later, could be a big deal for sure.
And not getting the skull, I was wondering.
Nope. Hey, we got light arrows though.
light
on Forest
arrows.
Temple.
Alright. Not super critical, but it is nice to not worry about it for the rest of the seed.
I think this has to be a key though, right? Or no, never mind.
Alright, Nocturne, super useful. Just a...
But it was a key.
Yeah. Could have been keys on any explosive checks, had to be the right basement. As is standard. Alright, now where does Bono go from here? Probably... go back to adult at this point. You've got Dodongo's Cavern open now with that strength. I am
None
curious.
of them choosing Child Spirit.
Yeah, a little surprising considering it is Way of the Hero.
Which song did Marco pick up?
Oh, the long shot! Long shot is in Death Mountain Crater.
Well, that's handy.
At least that looked like a long shot.
I think the song was Nocturne, if I believe his track.
Yeah, song was Nocturne.
Oh yeah.
And there
There's
was
too many
a-
trackers on the screen.
And there it is. Double shots at under an hour.
Well, that gives us some access into GTG, which is a little curious.
Yeah, this might actually put Marco off the well a little bit.
Well, luckily, Bonooru heading to Lake Hylia, he's gonna pick up that hammer. He's not far behind.
Ah, nice. All right. Good
I mean,
call here
if-
from Bono.
If behind it all, because he has that strength in the bottom of the well.
Yeah, this could honestly just put him ahead, depending on what he chooses to do here. He might just, well, to be fair, he can go into Dodongo's Cavern a lot freer. Still can't finish it. Oh, there we
Oh,
go.
all hail Lord Banana! So it's a bit smoky up there, so let's call it a smoked banana.
So that was Spirit Temple's second hint?
Yeah, I don't think that was the third. I think that was the second.
I think Marco can route 10 up until CAC.
Yeah, you can get the one from the Hammer Rock here, and then you've got one in CAC on the rooftop, so that brings it to 10.
Yeah, the one from DMT is also not gotten yet.
Oh yeah, of course, the one there, yeah.
Oh, what happened? No way.
What?
Wait, did Bono fail fishing?
Oh,
The
no.
fish just
Go back in, go back in, go back in.
out the bait.
Woof! Oh my god. I didn't see that.
Maybe he's
Devs,
been playing
where's the
too much
refund?
vanilla.
Good job he has a big wallet and lots of rupees, otherwise he might have just not gone back to that. Alright, well, thankfully he does pick up his fish, so he's going to get his hammer. Marco with a nickel, Goron City, Way of the Hero. Good job he's right there.
Nothing yet in the maze.
Nope. And Marco can't do Link the Goron unless this is something. Oh, well, there we go. Speaking of Link the Goron, those chews will help.
Yep,
Bailed out a bit there.
something to blow up those bomb flowers.
Yeah, that's pretty convenient.
And I think with those chews, he's gonna then follow this up into Dodongo's Cavern.
Oh my god, the toucan.
Are they both getting trolled by the toucan today?
I don't know, it was just...
Alright, Goron City. Nothing on adult side. Alright, so something is in Child Goron City. Are we gonna see Papa D payout today? I hope so.
Well, we got both our runners thinking safe in this time of crisis, making sure to use some protection. Well, we haven't seen them use it. They're at least carrying it around in case they.
Oh,
need it.
there's the Valley Dead hint.
Nice.
Honestly, it's a good job they didn't get that early, because otherwise they wouldn't know about the strength in Water Temple. Alright, so there is something on Hot Rodder or Pot or Papa D. Feels good. Child Goron City's had a lot of items in the brackets. Alright, yeah, Marco can now full clear Dodongo's Cavern with those bomb chews. Bono won't be far behind.
He's checking the Boulder of Destiny. It's another Cackway of the Hero.
And a stick upgrade. That's my way of the hero.
Yep, and it does appear Marco has joined Team Never Buy a Shield.
I've just realized we got a Zora Tunic from Way the Hero Can.
Ew, don't say that.
I've only just realized we've got that.
I mean, I guess that could be for dumb Water Temple key logic to get that strength upgrade, right?
It could be something in... Yeah, you could be completely right. It could just be to that. Of course, we've got a couple of checks left. Still no bow, so we can't check Adult Archery, but we can now check the Grotto. And I think this will be the first instance of 10 skulls here. Oh, well, there's a scale.
Curious.
So, backdoor keys got, but not quite enough to get into the lab dive, because the second scale is on 40 skulls. There's a bomb bag! Bomb bag on 10 skulls!
Very convenient. I think Bonooru is gonna be headed into Dodongo's Cavern here. Shortly behind Marco. Gonna resync up about 30 minutes later.
Yeah, and Marco's gonna have that very soon.
Yeah, Bono was one off just before going into the well. That kind of hurts.
Yeah, he could have... Honestly, I'm surprised he didn't... Because did he get... No, he didn't get the one from the like, so... Chose to keep his shield. So if he'd have just managed to get one more, then he'd have been in much better shape. But yeah, Marco almost certainly going to get his bomb bag. If he does choose to go into the well, and he's got bomb chews anyway, so could end up being a factor in this one.
And I think chat's right. I imagine... Ooh, Mirror Shield. But I imagine Marco's going to take that Mirror Shield into the Skulltula house right after Dodongo's Cavern.
Alright, so we don't need much. There's a bow! Oh my god! Now we definitely don't need much.
Alright, we're in Iron Boots mode right now, folks.
We need Ruto's Letter, we need Iron Boots.
Oh yeah.
And...
That's it. Ruto's Letter, Iron Boots.
That's it. We've got 2 items to go. One of them is in Spirit Temple.
Oh yeah, Way of the Hero.
And one of them's in Child Goron City.
I mean, unless of course Stone Shadow wants to pop its head into the sea or Stone Forest.
Wow, alright, so we might honestly have the seed just done at this point.
Yeah, but Marco doesn't have strength, and he has so much to do right now. He might be off the well for quite a while.
But Marco he still knows 2 Way of the Heroes, so he's absolutely you go Child Goron City. He's not finishing Dodongo's Cavern.
He's not. He's gonna go right back in there. He's gonna pick up the Skulltula, going to get his bomb bag. He's going right back in.
I don't know why you wouldn't just finish this. You've got 8 shoes.
So it is possible there might be like Din's Fire in Goron City or Spirit Temple that's gonna point us to Stone's Shadow Temple, or you know, now that we have a bow, we can finish Forest Temple. Anything's possible.
He might be just getting his Cackway the hero here, because he can now do everything in Cac.
And that bomb bag might be Cackway the hero, though. Right? We haven't got anything else, and we just have Nocturne.
Oh yeah, no, Marco doesn't have strength. Yeah, so yeah, doing Dodongo's cam without strength isn't great. So yeah, that's fair. And back he goes.
Damn, that's so lucky.
But is he gonna skip the archery game?
No, I think
Yeah,
I think
he learned
finished
from
that.
season 1.
So I think this almost guarantees that nothing is going to be in those bomb checks in the well. It'd be super harsh if something turned out to be in the well at this point, considering we've got 2 items left and 2 more weighted heroes.
Stranger things seem to have happened before. All depends on what the Ranobot wants.
I'm kind of sad this looks like it's gonna be a fast seed.
Oh yeah, this looks like a jet. Absolute jet. Alright, well, we're off into Fire Temple.
Yep, Marco doesn't necessarily need strength for Fire Temple, although we will technically be breaking some logic.
Yeah. In terms of chat asking whether Bono is going to skip DMC, I don't think Bono has enough to skip that yet. He's still looking for 4 items. So, you probably want, you know, considering you're going to do Fire Temple, I think you'll probably get DMC done.
Yeah, he hasn't gone to Sacred Forest Meadow to get Bolero of Fire. He hasn't done any of Goron City yet. So he's certainly gonna poke in, do Adult Goron City, go through the crater.
Oh, double defense.
Taking about an hour to develop those Ds.
Yeah, honestly, right now, the advantage is with Bono just for strength. Because this, essentially, if he goes into Crater and gets his Boomerang a long shot, he can essentially route in the rest of the seed. Because he knows where Strength 2 is. You've got to think that Iron Boots is either in Goron City, or, I guess it could... The tricky thing is, if Iron Boots are in Adult Spirit, it makes things a little trickier.
They can already logically get 40 skulls, can they?
With Hookshot, with...
Yeah.
I think
Boomerang.
Boomerang and Hookshot, yeah, easily. Alright, Bono gonna finish off Cac here. Which honestly I'm a little surprised at, but...
Someone pointing out that that strength in Water Temple are Iron Boots locked. So if Iron Boots are in the Spirit Temple, that's gonna be Strength 3.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If Iron Boots do happen to be there, but... that just means that it could be completely skippable. And that's fine.
But it means we gotta dig out strength upgrade from somewhere.
Yeah, that is the only tricky part left of this seed. If Goron City's letter and Iron Boots are in Spirit, then there is still a little bit of seed left to play that we don't know.
Oh, Bono not hookshotting the roof feels bad.
Alright, Bono probably going straight into Goron City here, because he hasn't done it. Then into DMC, and then into Fire.
Yeah, definitely still a very exciting race here.
Oh yeah, like, if anything, like, as much as I prefer longer seeds, Jet Seeds just bring it down to execution. And when you've got Marco versus Bono, you can't really ask for a better execution battle.
Yeah, and I think Bono still has like a few advantages. He did DC in one trip, and also like it could be a risk, but he did not do the explosive checks in bottom of the well. So if there's nothing, then that is some time save too.
Yeah, definitely.
The only benefit that Marco has is that Marco could go into bottom of the well only needing a first strength, finding it and then leaving.
Yeah, depends on where our iron boots are, where our letter is. If Stone Shadow Temple is required.
Alright, 33-second Volvagia. Let's go. Shouldn't be an issue with bomb shoes and nuts.
Yeah, that should be a one pop out and kill on the second. If he's lucky, he could do it in just one.
And for anyone not in the know, 2 hitboxes per Volvagia. One that plays whack-a-mole, one that flies around and burrows into that hole there. So we're gonna see Marco exploit that second hitbox with some bomb shooters.
Where's Bono going? Oh, Sun Song. Right, okay. I was like, where the hell is Bono going all of a sudden?
Oh, he missed the chew.
That's an interesting time save for Bonooru, warping to the entrance to Goron City from the Boulder Maze.
Oh, Marco's
Not something you see very often.
Yeah, one of the chews didn't hit, so he had to do that.
A very nice fight though. Blink and you miss it. So Marco keeping things interesting.
Getting ISG.
Ooh, another bow. Alright, Bono. Are you gonna do... I think Death Mountain Crater is just... He's gonna do that regardless. It's... Getting the boomerang from DMT Fairy is the only thing he might not do here. And going straight into fire, which is fine, because you'll spawn straight into the crater, and then potentially do the rest of the crater checks after fire.
Yep, I think that would make the most sense, and maybe even pop out of the summit on your way to Sacred Forest Meadow. He hasn't done that yet. Thankfully, don't need to clear out the Lost Woods. That's a foolish choice. Marco making his second trip into Dodongo's Cavern.
Oh, he still has to light the eyes.
Yep, he did not take the grandpa's advice from the movie The Three Ninjas. You gotta light up the eyes, boys. Light up the eyes.
What a reference. What a pop culture reference that was.
Child of the 90s, you know it.
So the Beacon Fire Temple was quite early. Where was it?
I think it was
in
right.
the big lava room.
Yeah, I think it was just right side lava room. So yeah, if we get a quick water temple, this could really be a jet seed. Potentially go-moding Jabu. Go-moding Spirit, even.
So if you're Marco, where do you go from here?
That's a good question. I think you go Child Goron City immediately. Because you know that's Way of the Hero, you got everything you need for it. And then I guess it depends what that gives you. Child Spirit is a good option. Spirit Temple, Way of the Hero.
None of them going for Shiny Dodongo makes me really sad.
Shiny Dodongo?
Have you ever seen that with this boss?
No, is that like a Pokemon where 1 in 250,000 times is like silver?
Exactly. So the way you do that is you throw the bomb and he has to swallow it when it's blowing up, like after first explosion frame. And so you know how like everything just lights up when the first explosion frame is hitting? And King Dodongo just turns like super bright blue. And if he swallows it on this frame, then he will stay bright blue for the entire scene.
Nice, I've not seen that.
What frame? Perfect. Good luck getting it.
Oh, it's a lot more than that. I think it's like 3 or 4.
Oh, 3 or 4 frames. Alright. Still good luck getting it.
It might as well be frame perfect for me if it's 3 or 4 frames, it makes no difference.
But it's big frames, you know, it's OT.
I do things in multiple of 20 frames.
Thinking in terms of frames, that's a curious thought.
Alright, Bono into Volvagia. Marco gotta be Goron C here. No, Child Spirit first. This surprises me a little.
Well, I think this'll, if he does Child Spirit all the way to the hand, it'll pop him out on the overworld so he can save warp to the forest. Tiny bit of efficiency in terms of, alright, what do I do first? Do I do Child Spirit first to go on City first?
My issue here is that you could find, like, if you find Letter or something on Goron City, you might not even need to dip Child Spirit at all. Like, I understand it. Like, there's nothing wrong with this play, in my opinion. It's just, I'd probably prefer Goron City first. Even though it's a little more difficult to get to.
But Child Spirit has a lot more checks than Goron City and also is Way of the Hero. You're just not sure you're gonna hit the Way of the Hero.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's the gamble of, like, you could find nothing in these first 2 checks and have to leave. It could just be a heart piece, it could be a nut refill or something like that, and then that's it, gone. You know you're getting something from Goron City.
Yeah, I agree with Chimps. You could even grab a small key and send him on a goose chase through here. Unfortunately, there's no guarantee that you're gonna find something progression-wise in a dungeon. Oh, bubbled off that bridge.
That is so unfair.
There's
And
a
there's a
key.
key.
Can advance.
If he loses by 3 seconds, we have to remember that.
If he loses by 3 seconds, I'm gonna be like, yo, dude, learn the frameless box jump,
Oh,
please.
Yeah.
Alright, Bono. Oh, there's a boss key child side, so guaranteed necessary. Bono is going to do DMC here. And the only thing that I'm a little hesitant about is if he's going to do DMT Fairy. I really hope he is.
Did you see Marco keeps collecting golden sculpture though?
Yeah, I mean, we don't have a 30 or 50 hit. You know, it's not necessarily for 40, it's just the fact that get the skulls that are right in front of you because you don't know those hints. Like, if all of a sudden you get a hint that 50 skulls is like Ruo's lair, then you're not having a good time, and you've skipped a lot of easy skulls.
Yeah, but Bono has been skipping a few, like the one in Fire Temple.
I mean, I completely understand both ways of thinking here. You've got 10, you've got bombs, that's it, call it a day. Like, both sort of tactics here are absolutely fine. Bottle of blue fire, there's our first bottle. Unfortunately, that's not going to be way of the hero. Alright, Bono is continuing, so is going to get his boomerang here. Oh wait, no, he hasn't got the wall check here, so I'm not gonna speak it up until he actually climbs back on this. There we go. Right, so Bono is going to be 2 items away, with 2 way the heroes to go. If Child Goron City is nice to him, then the seed might just be free. Fire arrows? Wait, that's fire locked, so that can't be way the hero.
Yep.
Oh, getting the flame storage from down there. Alright, I like that. And there is Bono's boomerang. So, Bono, what's the play?
I think he's gotta go to Sacred Forest Meadow. Maybe not. No, he's going Child.
Nah, this is Child GC. Like I said, Bono knows 2 way of the heroes and where another strength is. He only has 2 items to get, so you chase this as hard as you can.
Marco down to either an item or a key or garbage. Baron Child Spirit.
I think Marco wanted a ground jump there, but got a bit trolled.
Now, one thing Bonooru might opt to do is stick around the market and do both the Bomb Chew Bowling and Treasure Chest minigame. That's an advantage he has over Marco, but no, he's going to Goron City.
No, I don't think you do any extra checks here. I think you rush your way to hero.
And we got a resynced back at the 75-minute mark. 74.
Alright, yeah. The reset tells me that Bono is going through the woods into Goron City, and Marco doing exactly the same. Now, interestingly enough, the boss key on Child Side Spirit could mean that Bono full clears Adult Spirit before going Child Side, and might waste a bit of time in there. Whereas Marco can go mode it because he's already found a boss key. Although he has already done the full left side, so it wouldn't save him too much time. Alright, folks. Where is it? Is it Hot Rodder? Is it Goron Pot? Is it Papa D? What are we going to find? We've got Divergence. Marco going straight for Hot Rodder.
Is he low on chews?
I have no idea.
I think he is, because usually the strat is after you light up the torches, you have an angle to throw.
Papa D with the iron boots!
Hey-o.
Let's go!
I think Bonooru should just bail.
Yeah, Bono
I think
should
Marco, having checked the Hot Rodder, might bail after getting that.
leave. Although the thing is, we don't know what letter is. Like, even though Spirit's Way the hero, there's a chance it's a little trolly, I guess? But no, it can't be trolly. It has to be.
Well, I mean, it could be Denspire, which would mean it's in Shadow Temple. It could be... what else?
I guess
That's
Bono doesn't have lights. The only difference here is that Bono doesn't have light arrows. Whereas Marco does.
True.
So, Bono could think that Spirit is just light arrows.
Oh, wait,
But-
what were those?
Light arrows in Forest Temple, yeah.
Stone Forest. It might be a while before Bono goes that direction.
I mean, Bono's not going that direction until Ganon tells him to go that just straight up. Benefit for Marco here... Yeah. Benefit for Bono here, sorry, is that Marco did this in sort of reverse order. So he's going to find the Iron Boots last, so it doesn't really matter to Bono here. And Bono going Child Spirit.
And Marco needs to get his butt into the well.
Honestly, if I'm Bono, I do not advance past this second check. No way. You know where Strength 2 is. You've got Long Shot, you've got Iron Boots, you've got Bow, you've got Strength. The whole of Water is open to you. You do not go past the boss key here. Because there's no need.
Yeah, probably true.
I guess the only worry is the magic lock check. Because you don't have fins, you don't have fire arrows. Opponents in Ice Cavern. Don't think that's going to mean much this seed.
Well, it means that Prelude of Light is in Burning Cack.
Wait, why is Marco in Domain?
Don't know. He's got a couple checks in here.
Not sure how I feel about this one.
I think he's doing Domain and then Dampy digging into the well.
Maybe. Yeah, that could be a, yeah, that could be a route here. Thing is, I think if you're Marco, you still know where Strength 2 is. Or a Strength is. So you can go into Water Temple. You've got boots. Wait, was that
I think. What?
What was that hint there?
I didn't see it.
I swear I just read Strength Upgrade, but I didn't see...
Oh, that was the 40 hint, I think.
Yeah, but the 40 hint was... The 30 Skulls Red Rupee. I thought it said 30 Skulls Strength Upgrade. I was like, hang on a minute.
Bonooru in the market? Is he doing some mini-gaming?
Nah, Bono goes water here, surely. Why? Why are we doing overworld checks?
I defy you. He's looking for light arrows.
I don't know why you do anything else here than just rush water.
It's nice and comfy from the commentator's booth. Let's see. Play the seed. I know if I myself were to play the seed, even after watching these guys play the seed, I would still get a worse time. That'll be a fun little commentator's challenge, though.
Hey, a free fish. That's pretty useful. Shame you don't have letter, otherwise that'd have been perfect.
Just wait for it.
I swear to God, if diving's letter, I'm just gonna leave. If Marco somehow gets letter here...
Marco annihilated a race this week by having the letter in domain, so can he do it twice?
Recency bias.
No, we can't do it twice. I would have honestly lost my fucking mind if that was the letter.
Hey, we got a Serenade Sync.
Yeah, Marco...
Serenade Sync 7 years apart.
Marco turning it back to daytime. Chickens? Is Marco gonna do chickens here? Chickens into the giant.
Right now.
I think Marco might do... No, he's got Nocturne. No, so yeah, just going back adult. Maybe this is water. I just don't know why you'd do domain there. It's such a strange choice to go to domain.
Yeah, it looked like he was setting up Dampe digging, but he's remembered the boulder. Bonooru checking the compass chest guarded by these stingrays.
Gonna have to ask him about going to domain.
I mean, if you don't do domain at that point, when do you do it?
Well, again, the thing is, you've just got your iron boots. You know that there's a strength in the water temple. So you just go to water, you pick up your strength. And then you can get anything else done. Like, you've got to do Jabu. So domain, like, trying to do domain if you get letter, surely. Yeah, no, Chat has a point. Strength doesn't give him too much. It's just, you have to do Water Temple.
I think the only thing strength would give him would be in logic, deep fire. I think we'd see GTG before that play.
Yeah. Alright, well. Bono, unfortunately, not going well. See, that is also my struggle of like, oh, there's Dins in Water Temple. Jesus Christ.
That's something.
Thankfully, water's not way of the hero. That'd be a bit worrying.
Thankfully, I think that guarantees that we find Rudo's letter in Spirit Temple.
Yeah, that eliminates those fire arrows way of the hero. I mean, it's pretty dead anyway, but... Yeah, that's Ruto's letter in Spirit, almost guaranteed. So, Bono with a comfortable lead at this point. The only thing that Bono hasn't done that Marco has is find the light arrows, but that didn't take too long. That really didn't take too long. 10th for the 12 months. Yes, you are right. This is looking to be a jet seat.
Yep, and it looks like Bonooru is in the lead. I think Marco's best bet at this point is to stumble upon the third and final strength upgrade somewhere.
Yeah, Marco he can definitely be saved by just finding a third strength. Because if he finds it somewhere convenient and on the way, then he's essentially a light arrows ahead.
So 3 checks into Water Temple, we got 2 small keys and a boss key, and that's all we needed.
Yep, fairly quick
Bonooru's
Water
outta here.
Temple. Of course, we do need to stay in water for a little bit longer, but those 2 keys mean we can go straight to a Dark Link and get that strength too.
We probably will see Bonooru pop open Dark Link's chest looking for those light arrows.
Oh yeah, 100%. I wonder if Marco potentially gets baited by a Shadow Temple at this point. Which is possible. He's still looking, because he'll get his strength 1 here. But he's got magic, he's got Dins, he's got hovers. And no real progression after Water Temple.
What the hell's in chat pointing out that Marco having the light arrows gives him about 6 or 7 minutes for Bonooru to go collect those in the Forest Temple.
7 minutes?
But he needs to get going.
Is it really that long?
Well, light arrows were in what, the courtyard of Forest Temple?
Yeah, I guess it's courtyard plus the double climb up Ganon Tower, so
Yeah.
Plus, no Minuet, and Bolero is in Sacred Forest Meadow. Bonooru might not go there before going to Ganon's.
Oh, there's no way he's going there before Ganon's. No way in hell do you just hunt for the light arrow.
So, Bonooru's gonna have a long trek to Forest Temple.
Yeah, but Marco is, again, unless he runs into a strength, he's got to go back as child, go to the well, and rush strength. And it's not like the first check in the well either. It's in the coffin chest, so
Yeah, that's less than halfway though. It's still really close. Anyone can turn this around. It's super exciting.
Delilah with
sub
the
2 hours.
sub bomb. Thank you very much for the 5 subs. Alright, and there's strength too, so let's finish up water.
And let's finish up that sub goal. 10 subs away from a bottom of the well randomizer. Let's go.
I'd love if it was just a bottom of the well random. It'd be the quickest rando.
I expect it. A plando where bottom of the well access is plandoed very deep, but once you get inside the well, that's your go mode.
I want it to be you go into the bottom of the well. You can only do this on like PC emulator, and when you open up a chest, it loads up a different Zelda game for you to finish. And the light arrows is at the end of one of those. Alright, Bono not getting the first cycle morpher here. Struggling a little bit to catch. There we go. Hold on to it now.
Morpha has some weird mechanics, like if the hitbox of your hookshot goes through the water arm before it hits the red ball, then sometimes the red ball hitbox just deactivates for some reason.
Yeah.
So your hookshot through.
I hate trying to grab it. It's horrendous.
And fortunately, because there's such a limited quantity of Morpha out in the wild, the biologists haven't had a good amount to study and get it well defined.
So, just analyzing this race a little, Marco's decision to rush Child Lake has probably burnt him the hardest here. Because if you obviously Bono's route, you don't find Hammer, so you just follow the densest checks. Obviously, the well made sense after Adult because you don't have anything else to do. It took him into the well. He found his strength. Marco with the hammer, it opened up so much of the seed that the well was almost an afterthought because you've got like so much to do.
Yeah, I guess those hover boots and hammer kind of opened so much compared to Bonooru at that point. He had very little other than the bottom of the well.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, and Bono straight off the spirit. Not even... Did he check shoot the sun there?
He did.
Right, okay.
But I still think if Marco had maybe done bottom of the well after Domain, looking a little better than he is right now.
Yeah, that Domain call was... It's an odd one for me. Like, again, as you put it earlier, August, like, when you're in this comfortable onlooking seat of judging people's decisions, it's a lot different to when you're actually in the race making the decisions, you know? In weeklies and in other races, that gets you Bruto's letter. Nothing doing.
So Ruto's letter is the only thing we don't know where it is, right?
Yep, I believe so.
Should we open some bets about it?
The thing is, it's almost certainly in Spirit Temple. Like, there's like 6 chests in Spirit left, and it's in one of those.
Well, so there's 2 possibilities. It's somewhere in Spirit Temple, or in Spirit Temple, we find the Giant's Wallet, and we have to go unfreeze King Zora, and he gives us Ruto's letter.
Yeah. George, if you're listening, let's just get a bet open. What check is, where's Ruto's lair? There's about nine places it could be. Let's go. B, that counts as the next check. You're wrong. You don't get this one. I'm going with OGC for the lols.
Oh yeah, we don't have 3rd strength upgrade. That's our other progression item. Wallet or third strength?
Alright. So, Marco, where are you going now, my friend? The choice is well or nothing in terms of what's going to bring you back into this, and it's looking like GTG, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
So, unless this seed is broken and Spirit Temple Way the hero fire arrows in some twisted world, I can't see Marco coming back into this one.
Yeah, Lake Hylia striking. First he's gonna check out the bottom of the lab.
Unless there's a strength here. If there's a strength on Lab Dive.
Is it possible?
Sure could be.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Strength
it's
3
possible.
could be anywhere.
Could even be in bottom of the well behind explosives.
Ah, just bombs. In the race before last for Marco, bailed out by strength. It's sort of ironic that he's getting defeated by strength in this one. Really
this is
bailed out.
Still the winner's bracket. Marco.
Here we go.
Really?
This is Shadow Temple.
Alright.
It's Shadow Temple?
I did say as soon as we found Dins, he might get baited into Shadow.
But as I said, this is winner's bracket. Loser doesn't go home. They just move down to the loser's bracket.
Yeah.
Player face either Cariosa or somebody.
I think it's What the Hell's Happened or somebody, if I remember right.
No, there's still a couple previous rounds to go before we get there. What the hell?
Oh no,
is
no, you're right.
waiting in losers bracket round number 6, but still in losers bracket round 4. We got some I don't know, procrastinators.
Yeah.
Mephistos versus Phoenix Feather and Oraska Tyrants versus Keizo. And then after that matchup, the winner goes on to face What the Hell's Happened.
Yeah. Only a maximum of 7 races left, I believe, in this tournament.
Yep, we're getting down to it. It's certainly been exciting, but there's still plenty of zitter left, as well as each and every week, the weeklies, Saturday and Sunday. Love to see more and more people get involved. I hear people have kind of a lot of spare time these days. I don't know about you guys.
I mean, I'm still working, so my free time is exactly the same.
I too am working still in a grocery store, so I have an essential job.
Oh, Bono losing time by falling on the switch. What's he thinking? Extra bomb bag in Shadow Temple. Extra bow in Spirit Temple. Extra magic in Spirit Temple. Quality of life galore. It's almost like Spirit Temple was designed to be just before Ganon. Got bigger on
Best
sword as
thing-
well.
Yeah, best thing for Bonooru would be to pick up Pharaoh's Wind.
Which, unfortunately, is in Shadow's Temple. Shadow's
did you
Temple?
just see?
Yeah, Marco just got Pharaoh's Wind. And he has bailed. Bailed after the first 2 checks there, not going any further.
Oh, Bonooru still needs to do Child Spirit, right? Or did he do that?
No,
he did
Bono
that.
hasn't
Never
done Child Spirit.
Well, he has done the ones that are only doable as a child.
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah,
Alright.
but no Child Climb, no Sun Room just yet. But thankfully Bono's got Dins, so doesn't have to worry about to do those as child.
Yeah,
And
and
Marco-
got that bottle with blue fire in case he picks
Marco-
up that Giant's Wallet.
Is potentially going to the well here.
Oof, man, he doesn't have a whole lot available. He's got the well, he's got GTG. Not
I
much as child though.
I think Logic has just twigged for Marco in that the bomb bag wasn't Wave the Hero on those 10 skulls. So he's going back to do chickens.
Wait, what?
So because he found a bomb bag in Shadow Temple, I don't think the bomb bag on 10 Skulls was bomb locked. Sorry, I don't think that bomb bag was bomb locked. So he hasn't got his Way of the Hero item from CAC yet.
There's certainly Din's Fire locked. Which
Yeah,
is
but
in the
Din's Fire,
Water Temple, right?
Din's Fire wasn't bomb locked. You don't need bombs to get that. Iron Boots were just behind Darunia. Both hook shots weren't bomb locked. You only needed the hammer.
So we're back on Zora Tunic? Way up
Yeah,
here?
it's essentially Zora Tunic for a key in... a key on Central Pillar, I think, is what's Way the Hero here. Oh, hey, Kuiper's here. That's good timing.
Hey, yay! Now no one
Kuiper's
has to
here
ping him in the Discord.
for true Way of the Hero chicken.
Yeah, Kuiper, make sure you're paying attention only to the left side of the screen.
Notably, Bono still hasn't found anything in Spirit.
Oh, that's right. Is Twin Rova gonna strike again? Did he skip any of the checks in Tippy Top?
No, he got all the checks in the top. He hasn't done Child's. He's gonna find a whole lot of nothing. Looking like...
Well, we saw Marco do all of Child Spirit, so we know it's not in there.
Yeah, it's essentially Twin Rover. Twin Rover has the Way of the Hero here.
And I believe that was reminiscent of one of the first matches here in the winners bracket. Some little-known racer named ATZ versus a victor named Killer App.
Yeah, man, that was one of the most... It was so good, but so bad. Like,
So I mean that's a great way to end off the winners bracket then.
Man, that was amazing to commentate. My God.
And I think it was one of the first matches of the tournament.
Did you see Marco not moving for a bit after getting the Tunic and
Yeah.
then just not knowing where to go?
Well, he's going in the right direction.
Yeah, he's going to find his strength. Unfortunately, I think it's going to be way too late.
It's definitely gonna be a bit late.
Do you think he bails after finding strength?
100%.
Absolutely. What else does he need?
Oh, you tell me.
Absolutely
Ruto's-
nothing.
Ruto's letter. He needs Ruto's letter in Way of the Hero spirit.
And it should be his, what, 1, 2, 4th check in here?
Yeah,
So he's not
it's-
doing a whole lot of the well.
Yeah, most people's routing who aren't me go into this fairly
maybe
quick.
fifth.
So you do this front one, you go through the middle, check the chest on the right hand side. Oh no, it's going down into the bomb chest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a weird routing.
But that bomb hole and the other one could be a strength upgrade.
If he finds both strengths in here. Just throw your hands up at that point. It's like, fuck this.
He is taking an odd route in here, though. If
I
you were
think
to
that's
ask
what
me.
you want to do if you're looking for just one thing.
Okay, I guess the most checks quickest,
Mhm.
as opposed to getting all the checks done efficiently.
To be fair, he's
Marco with the
doing
brain.
my route. I approve. He's doing my route. So I'm very happy with this. Scrubs Central with the raid of 23. Welcomes, fellow Scrubs. Hope you have a good time.
Welcome to the end of this seed. If you don't want spoilers, leave now.
Yeah, if you don't want spoilers, please leave immediately. But otherwise, we are the end. What would definitely be considered a jet seed at this point.
Yep, looks like Bonooru is going to sub to this unless he gets severely trolled by Twin Rova here in Phase 2.
Yeah.
And then we got the Ganondorf and the Pig.
I don't think he's going to
otherwise
sub to it. Just because of light arrows.
Oh, that's right. He has to go back to the courtyard chest to get the light arrows.
Yeah. And there goes Marco. Found his strength 2. He's off.
So, can Marco complete Spirit Temple in the time that it takes Bonooru to go up the castle, get the hint, go to Forest Temple? Remember, he doesn't have Minuet or Bolero Fire, so he's going to have to make a long trek in that direction to get his light arrows in the courtyard chest. So,
to be
honestly, it's not too set in stone.
Yeah, this is closer than I thought. I did say earlier, Marco's benefit of going into the well is he only needs to pick up his strength. He can't skip the rest of it. And that's what he's done. I'm gonna say I'll be surprised if Marco wins. There's Leia, right? Leia was on Twin Road.
Let's see how many keys Marco has here, because remember, he did Child Spirit.
Yeah, he did do Child Spirit.
And he has the boss key. Alright, so he needs another 3 keys.
Yeah. You can't really go mode Spirit because you know it's got an item. So you do still need to do the rest of Spirit. Unless he decides to rush Twin Rover and then do the rest of Spirit. If he does that, he's a genius.
So I really don't know if
Bono's
ahead.
I mean, it's close, like I said. I mean, Bonooru has to clear out Jabu Jabu, go up the castle.
The thing with Bono is that he can't go mode Jabu. Or, well, he can, but he doesn't know where lights are.
Yeah, I think, right, you have to kill the tentacles anyway. I think you pop open those chests.
Knowing this is a Jet Seed, I think I would gamble that they aren't in Jabu. I'd just gamble.
Alright.
Would you gamble on Winners Finals?
Well, the idea of me being in Winners Finals so out of this world that I wouldn't have a clue what that pressure would feel like.
Alright, Season 4, Chimp in the Winners Finals. Let's see it.
Absolutely not. In before there's like a Rocky montage of like Marco massaging my shoulders while teaching me how to fucking do rando.
Please, someone do
ATZ whispering in your ear.
Toxic, please.
And remember, we're only 10 subs away from bottom of the well randomizer.
Alright. George, please.
Marco up to 2 keys. Oh, that's all the keys Marco needs.
Yeah, it's all he needs, but again, he knows there's an item in here. So you've got a gamble of do Twin Rover and come back, or do all the checks and then Twin Rover. Honestly, it kind of makes sense to potentially just do Twin Rover and get lucky.
I mean, the problem is on Adult Spirit, it's pretty dense in terms of like after this room here, you know, the Mirror Shield chest, the hallway before the Iron Knuckle. I could see skipping the outside. Who knows? Marco might feel like he's ahead.
I don't think Marco feels ahead.
I really don't know, but Marco has a tendency to just play safe, and every time he gambles, he's always saying that it never pays off. So
I think going into Shadow is an immediate red flag. Like, it gave him it gave him information, but he at the end of the day he did still dip Shadow, and that's clearly not what was needed in this match. So you have to feel a little bit behind.
Yeah, and strengthen bottom of the well must feel kind of scary because he knows like Bono had the means to do it super early.
Yeah.
Well, and I think he knows that at the point where he got the hammer and hovers, that was one of the other better options. It was either Lake Hylia or bottom of the well.
He's gonna grab another drink.
So yeah, it is true. Marco must feel a little bit scared. It's against Bono after all. Bono does not have a tendency to play safe, and he knows that.
Light arrows are in the forest temple on the courtyard island.
Some nice
Chimpanzee
can ASMR for you.
can. I thought Marco popped this as a child. I guess not. Well, that would have been a place where you could have popped for his wind.
Who's
Save a little
that?
bit of time. Marco. Spirit
yeah,
going after
yeah.
the hand.
I always think that, and then never do it. I'm
So
like, you know what's a good...
the idea?
So you set Feral's Wind as you come into that BMOS room, so that when you have to go and collect the left side chest, you just nip in, set, and use Feral's Wind, so you're back in the BMOS room instead of going down. It would only save like 5 seconds, if that.
Save a little more time if the animation was gone.
Yeah, if you remove the animation, then Neryu's love might come in handy.
Now,
I don't know about that.
Bono isn't skipping chests in Jabu.
Nope.
He's done compass chest here. Is he gonna go across to the other room and do map chest? Sorry, not map chest, boomerang chest.
I think he can see the text box now. You'll never find my light arrows in Jabu Jabu's
Oh,
belly.
he might be skipping it.
I don't know. That feels really scary to skip that.
Again, I'd be really, really tempted. And he's gambling, he's not checking it. Meanwhile, the ghost of Rando Past is screaming in my ear.
Sorry.
Just reminded me of my loss against Choco. Feels bad forever.
Marco entering Twin Rova before Bono gets to the big Octo fight. I think we might see Marco entering Jabu by the time Bonooru is finishing.
Yeah, this is close. This is really close. The benefit for Marco is that he doesn't need to check compass chest. He doesn't need to get the chest. Well, I think it's just map chest.
Yeah, he can despawn one of them forever.
But Marco does need to go all the way to Jabu, so he doesn't save any time on Bono, because it's the same way of getting there.
Yeah, unfortunately no baby butter boots, so can't just hover yourself over to the boss room.
Looks like decent RNG so far at Twin Rova.
Yep, good Twin Rova fight thus far. Ooh, I haven't seen that one. So most people for the Big Octo fight, right, they'll roll into the Big Octo himself. Bonooru there, using the spikes.
Oh, yeah. Something that I look at and I'm like, you know what? I don't have a clue how to do that. So I'm just going to leave it the hell alone.
Looks easy enough. It is possible we're not sure whether in Lake Hylia it was the hover boots or the hammer way the hero.
Alright, it's time for double frame perfect door opening.
You got it.
First try.
Got it. And honestly, every second counts at this point. Needs a perfect Baronade. I love seeing a perfect Baronade.
And these guys are pretty used to fighting Baronade because in speedruns you have to kill Baronade in a certain spot in the room so that the warp is at a certain place.
Really?
So I would guess that they know what they do. Yeah. Jabba wrong warp is super precise. It's hell on earth.
Well, this is looking pretty clean. And there's the letter for Marco. So, Bono just finishes Baronade as Marco picks up the letter. So we have Ganon Climb and Light Arrows versus Child Jabu and Ganon Climb. But of course, Bono has to do it twice.
Yep. Bono has
And
to
he
do it
doesn't have
twice.
Thrall's Whims.
Marco able to go mode Jabu. So get your bets in chat. Who do you think's gonna win, Marco or Bonooru? Either way, the French runner taking home victory in the winner's bracket.
I think you can set polls, can't you? You can run a poll. I don't know how polls work. Alright. Oh, Bono! Where did Marco get Prelude from?
Prelude is Burning Cat cutscene.
So Bono doesn't have that.
No, he never grabbed it.
Because that is time loss.
So what's the warp song for Bono to go to Forest?
Nocturne.
Ouch. But then he has
Yes.
Burning Cat cutscene.
Oh yeah. Maybe just straight from the Temple of Time then.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting walk over the forest.
Unfortunately, he can't clip through the loading zone to get into Zora's domain. This was a glitch run. He could do that, save a little bit of time.
Yeah. What is faster? Is it just going across field, or is it Nocturne into Goron City?
I mean, given the Burning Cat cutscene, I think it would be straight from the temple.
Yeah, but the cutscene might be Prelude, and he might actually...
I guess in Bono's
there's
eyes,
a
he doesn't
giant's
know.
wallet. Lax paying
So
off,
I guess-
literally.
I guess in Bono's eyes, he doesn't know if Bolero is on Burning Cat or it's in Sacred Forest Meadow.
Yeah. Well,
So that's
this
a
is
good
a
point.
walk. This is a walk across the field. This is a good minute.
Oh no, he's gonna go grab the hint. He doesn't know yet.
Oh, that's right. Keep
Oh,
away.
yeah.
forgot about that.
thinking
We're
one step
jumping the
ahead.
gun.
This is so close.
But it feels like Marco is a tiny bit ahead.
I wonder if Bono gets key and goes... No, surely you don't pick up the key and go into Floormaster Room first. Surely you don't do that. Where were the light arrows again?
Courtyard Island chest, but the lobby was a key.
If it's just Island Chest, then with the bow that Marco didn't have, Bono was going to get that first.
I mean, you don't know what route Bonooru's gonna take in there. It's not like
No.
Ganondorf tells you exactly where it
True,
is.
but a typical
Could be
route
on
is
Phantom Ganon.
typical route is first chest. Obviously, you get Stalfos into Island Chest with the bow, right? Surely.
It was in the well, or how do you call that? In the sewer.
that's so well.
So basically the last one that you do when you dip forest.
Yeah, that is the last courtyard route chest. Oh, checking validation chest. What we got? It's just $5.
That's not time that he should be giving up to Marco.
No. But, of course, doesn't know where these lights are.
Oh yeah, for all he knows, Ganon's gonna tell him his castle, and he's
Yeah.
gonna be dreading light trial.
Yeah, to be fair, Bono is going to feel fine with getting told light arrows are in forest. Like, knowing this seed where you've had to go for things, this is fine. It's not like he'll be like, oh damn, I should have got those.
Well, he doesn't have Bolero, he doesn't have Minuet. It's
Yeah.
a bit trolly. You know, honestly, it might be better if he saw Shadow Temple, given that he's Nocturne.
Marco with a bonk. Time loss. Does get to skip map chest. Sorry, compass chest.
Yep, dropping the princess there. Here we go. Here's the dwarf telling us where the light arrows are. So which route does Bonooru take?
I would guess playing Nocturne, but I'm not sure. You can't warp from Dwarf fight, can you?
No.
I don't think so.
Alright, so yeah, he's going to pick up Burning Cack here. Which, whilst it's not Bolero, which would, it is still going to help coming out of the forest anyway.
That's true.
Of course, it could have been a Pona song, because Bono never got the hint for that. Thankfully. Nice.
Oh, yeah. That's why it's nice and comfy here in the commentator's booth.
Yeah. So I think you go into Goron City from here, and then just through into forest.
Looks like it.
Yeah. Still a bit of a walk. Still got to do Mido skip.
2 hour Mido skip, wow.
No, you're gonna see it's gonna be lightning speed. So usually Bono takes his angle before getting to Mido, so he's not gonna go and target the wall and then angle some stuff. He usually like has a queue on the right side just before.
Yeah, it's really nice to watch. You walk through the log there, and there's a couple jumps, and it's all set up for him.
Do you know what's interesting? If Marco ends up winning this, I don't know how I could tell Bono how he lost. I know how Marco won, but I don't know how Bono lost. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, Bonooru really played a great game here. Both these runners did. Routed things pretty similarly for the first 20 minutes. And then Marco off and went to Gerudo Valley, rushed to Lake Hylia. Granted, was way of the hero, but maybe that's what you say, you know? Follow your way of the heroes.
Alright, well, Marco approaching Baronade, Bono approaching Forest.
It feels like Marco is ahead now.
Yeah, it does. Not by much, but I think he's ahead by maybe 30 seconds to a minute.
Oh, here goes 20 seconds.
Yeah, this is getting really exciting here towards the end of this. Remember, loser knocked down to the loser's bracket, which I'm sure everybody down there is looking forward to one of these guys joining them.
I've never seen anyone get hit by jellyfish right next to the door. Jesus.
Marco benefiting from switch targeting.
Imagine benefiting from switch target.
That's the only place you can do that.
Oh, getting hit by Baronade. God, no, he meant to get hit, never mind. I was looking at Bonner. See, no, that was intense. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Marco is like a couple minutes ahead right now. I can't be too sure, but that's how it feels.
I wonder if Bono just cheesily gets the iron boots out here. This goes into the well.
Instant bottom.
That'd be amazing.
Well, it seems like it might be coming into play what we said when Bonooru got that strength upgrade, in that, you know, the strength doesn't unlock a whole lot for the runners at that point or any point. And maybe what helped Marco more was those hovers and the hammer that took him in the direction over towards Death Mountain. Although, too, Marco didn't have a very efficient Dongo's Cavern. He had to double dip. Didn't get the bomb bag on 10 Skulltulas until after his first trip in there. So it's been really back and forth.
Man, Bono almost has these lights, you know. Marco still has to kill the stuff up the tower, and Bono is so close to these light arrows.
Yeah.
All he's doing here is dropping into the well and picking them up. Marco finished the tower.
Marco
I don't think Marco's ahead.
Oh, you don't think so?
No, look at it.
It's coming down
Bono's
to
got his
it.
light arrows. Marco still
really
has to
close.
fight off the enemies. Bono has to climb without any enemies. He's
I think they're
10
gonna
seconds behind Marco.
I think they're gonna sync up at the Ganondorf fight here.
No, I think Bono is 20 to 30 seconds ahead. Look at it. Like, he's literally a scene away, and he's got to spawn the bridge.
That's true, yeah. That bridge spawn takes some time off of it.
This is Bono's to lose. If Bono has a bad Ganon, then Marco can come back, but this is Bono's to lose.
Even though, like, Marco fighting up the tower is almost the same time as running up the
Bono,
tower
wait,
with
no!
nothing.
No! I've never seen anyone fall off there!
Alright, now
the
it's
throw!
close.
Not
Now
today.
we're gonna sync up in the Ganondorf
Oh my
fight.
god!
Marco's gonna slice through these enemies with this big Goron sword. Oh, shoot.
Oh my god, I can't believe this bridge!
Hey, anything can happen in Randomizer. That's why you
God.
gotta keep your cool
This
through the
is
whole
literally-
seed.
This is a matter of seconds now. Like, that's lost in 20 seconds. That is...
Yeah, it depends on the fight. That was perfect Luzalfo's
Oh
fight.
my
That was Stalfos, which is the biggest RNG.
Well, that's
One
Stalfos
down.
1. There's the light
Butter-
arrows.
Oh, man.
my god.
Those are pro strats.
Oh my god.
I think Marco's, this is close senses
This-
tingling.
This could potentially be the closest race I've ever seen. What a finish to winners finals. Holy shit.
Yeah, you
going
couldn't
to-
ask for a better match.
Oh my god, it's literally door to door. Door to door. Look at this.
Told you.
No
Bonooru.
way.
Oh my god.
Light couple
2
frames.
seconds. Oh my word, I can't. Oh, it's impossible to call at this point. Any mistake here is a loss. Bono has a
Remember-
2-second lead.
Remember the bubble in Child Spirit?
Oh, no, sorry, I can put the blame entirely down falling off that bridge now, so that's fine.
I mean, they both had a couple mess ups here and there.
Oh my god,
And we
oh
said
my
that
god.
that's what's gonna come down to.
Any
Xbox
mistake
away.
on Ganon is a loss.
Here's the Dorf. It's a very free zone.
This is the closest race I've ever seen. Look at this. Winners final living up to the hype. Holy shit.
And getting closer and closer to that sub goal.
Neither of them have an empty bottle, so we're going to rely on spin strats here.
Oh, they should have an empty bottle. They just
Marco
enough
got
Jabu
hit!
Jabu.
Marco got hit! It's over! It's Ogre! Oh my
Just
god!
like that, the dwarf is down. Marco can't be feeling good about that.
Oh my word! I can't believe Marco got hit. That's it. Unless Bono messes up here. Oh my word!
Here we go.
Not much to mess up.
So
2
Marco,
hours and 7 minutes. Here's Ganon.
oh my word! Bono with about a 15-second lead. Marco needs a little bit of a cock up here from Bono on GG, but oh my god, this is so close.
Yeah, I think Bono goes for crouch stabs, which are a little bit more risky, and Marco usually goes for jump slash, which is more consistent.
Hey Luigi,
Hey,
dropping
yo.
the 9 subs. Could this
And
get any more
I believe, yeah, that puts us over the sub goal. Get ready for bottom of the well randomizer. First Cubs Rule and Trezco.
Alright, there's phase 1 down before it's even started for Marco. It's going to take a big mistake for Bono to lose this one. Oh my word.
Yep, Bonooru reclaiming that Master Sword. Princess
where-
Zelda standing helplessly by.
This is where Bono pulls swag and pulls out Nehru's love for the initial stab. I'll lose
And I
my
imagine
shit.
about 15 minutes ago there was just a slew of cursing somewhere over in France. Some of joy, some of
There it is.
despair.
Bono has Ganon 2 down. What an amazing end to Winners Finals, folks.
Yeah, Princess Zelda finally lending in her aid. Master Sword imbued with its magical properties. Bonooru gonna serve us up
Oh
a
my
tasty
God.
slice of bacon. Marco just seconds behind. And we might need to reconfirm that everything, all the timers and stuff are good, but get your GGs in chat. What a race it's been.
Yeah, GG's, that was incredible. What a finish. One of the best finishes I've ever seen.
Definitely a privilege to be here in the commentator's booth for this one.
Oh yeah. George, I definitely want confirmation that Bono won this, because if there's like a 10-second extra delay on Bono's side.
Yeah, if we just baited chat, it feels pretty bad, man. But that all just happened 15 minutes ago, so we should be getting these runners in if they're not still swearing up a storm. Although, of course, this is ZSR, so we don't care about cursing.
The hype train starts and it ends. Oh my goodness.
And just like that, we're joined by our racers. GG's, guys.
GG, guys. Oh my
Hey,
god.
GG.
So, I don't mean to ask this, but the race was that close, and timers can be that close. Who won?
Bono won by
right,
11
okay.
seconds.
11
Yeah,
seconds.
11
Honestly,
seconds.
I've never seen a race so close, and obviously on a 15-minute delay and with a lot of stream syncs, I couldn't actually just like, GG, Bono, because it might not have been Bono at the end there. But wow, what an ending to that race. GG, guys.
GG.
That was
Yeah.
incredible.
I'm so sad. It feels so bad to have someone
Yeah,
finish when you're on the final blow.
Yeah, I can't believe how close that was. And
It was
of
nuts.
all things, Marco, I think there was definitely a point where I think a lot of us and chat were sort of, well, this is Bono's win, because you went to Shadow, and we're like, well, that's it, guys. And then you dipped Shadow, and I think the knowledge you got from that bomb bag
Yeah.
took you straight out of Shadow and led you to the well, which caught you up, and we couldn't believe it. We're like, oh my
Yeah.
god.
That was so lucky. But yeah, it made me do Cocos though, which was so bad in the end.
Yeah. Well, you both ended up doing cuckoos, so
Oh,
it,
okay.
like, it was, it was nothing between you. But oh my god,
Yep,
I don't even know what to say on how
Yeah.
close that was.
When it's so close like that, you just right away you think about all the small mistakes you made Like, at the end, I messed up the blue switch strat in Jabu, I messed up the boomerang throw in Jabu, and then I messed up Ganondorf. If I just got all of that, I would have won. That's so sick.
Bono.
Not to mention that that bubble in the Spirit Temple. But it was crazy. Right at the end, Bonooru going back up into Ganon's castle, jumped off the Rainbow Bridge, and it was crazy.
Yeah, that was insane. Because you had, I was like, well, Bono's got about 20 seconds here, and as I say that, Bono, you fell off the bridge. I'm like, oh my god! And you were like literally 2 seconds apart, and then unfortunately, Marco, you got hit by Ganon at the end.
It would have been like tie almost if I didn't get hit. I watched my VOD back and I lost like 10 seconds.
Yeah,
flat.
it was, honestly, there was less than 2 seconds between you. That was the closest entrance to Ganon I've ever seen in my entire life.
I mean, even, the first 20 minutes you guys were in sync, going through the Deku Tree up the Lost Woods. It wasn't until that point, Marco, where you went to Gerudo Valley, and then you rushed kind of away the Hero Lake Hylia. You pulled out the hammer and the hover boots. Other than that, at that point, Bonooru didn't really have much except the bottom of the well. He pulled the strength out of there, but, that doesn't gain you a whole lot in terms of checks. So in terms of routing, like, you both kind of routed really well. So I don't know which route was better, honestly.
So, like, you dipped Shadow and then you found the bone bag? So you
in Hoverboot's chest. So that meant the 10 skulls was dead. Well, I was not without the hero. Made me think so much, but there was nothing else in Gag, so I did Coco's after that.
Oh, damn.
And then it made me do the well because I was just right there after the Tunic. I was mad, but then it saved me, I guess.
Yeah, that's lucky.
Because I would have done the whole Shadow Temple.
I think in terms of like choices of routing, there was no real bad choices that I could like call out. The only interesting choice that I saw across both of you, Marco, why did you choose Zora's domain? I'm so mad also for that. I don't know. I was not too far from it, so I wasn't just gonna do it anyway. But then I realized, my first plan was to play Sun Song, do domain, and then do Dampe and bottom of the well. But then I saw the hint in the river, which said that in Ice Cavern there was Epona's song, which meant if I finish water, I can have Prelude. So my reasoning was that I wanted to style Child a little bit. Because it sucks to go back Child when you don't have Prelude, so I just wanted to do the well before I go back to Adult. But then, after doing Domain and stuff, I realized I could have Prelude if I finish Water, so decided against doing the well, and I went back Adult after Domain. But yeah, should have not done Domain. That sucks.
Well, even if you'd stuck to your original plan and gone into the bottom of the well...
I would have won, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, because I would have skipped a few things, the lab, a few things.
But we saw Bonooru pick that song up at the last minute. It was down to either Prelude or Bolero Fire, and he was probably crossing his fingers and hoping that it was going to be Bolero, because he had a long trek over to the Forest Temple.
Yeah, I was so mad the light arrows were in Forest, because I managed to skip like the Meadow song as Adult all the seed, and then I had to go there anyway. In the end, I was reset. Also,
I got the light arrows in Adult one super early.
I was so sad that light arrows were like in the first like part of Forest Temple, because I thought maybe it did that like very early on, and then I'm just not in a good shape.
Yeah, chat called that out at the time. They were like, you know what, Bono probably hopes it's quite deep because like dipping Forest is relatively normal. So if it's early on, then you did lose some time there. And of course, no useful songs for getting there. At Forest, which you never picked up early, and Minuet was behind all dungeons. I was like, oh crap, how the hell did you get there?
I almost knew for sure light arrows were my advantage. I was pretty sure he didn't have it.
When did you go there?
Near the end of Adult 1, I played Serenade to do Lake Hylia checks since I had Scarecrow already.
Mm-hmm.
And I found the hammer, and then after that I decided that I could do Goron City, Way of the Hero as an adult. So I just crossed Hurl Field to go to Kokiri Forest. I got the song, and then I went in Forest and played Bonooru to leave Forest Temple.
Okay, I see.
And he had Volvagia
Forest
done
for
before
the-
Dodongo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, finding that bomb bag, like leaving
Yeah.
Dodongo's cavern, then finding the. Well, guess I can
Yeah.
go back there again.
I guess Bono did DC in one trip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I was pretty sure you were gonna do DC in 2 trips actually.
Really?
Because you did
Nice.
Lake in Child 1, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was sort of the first big divergence because you were so like everything was synchronized so well. Like with your first initial route, you picked up Richard check at the same like literally the same frame. So many other things that like the same or the 2 frames apart. And then the very first divergence was just Marco, you went to Lake, and then Bonnie, you went adult. Finding those hovers was mind blowing. I was like, oh my god! And then fishing, adult fishing, having the hammer. I was like, oh. Fishing is paying out twice. Nuts. The only other routing question I have for you is you both knew Spirit Temple was Way to Hero quite early, yet you avoided Child Spirit for a little while. What was the sort of reasoning behind not dipping that quite early?
I hate doing Child Spirit without explosives. It's just bad. I don't know. So I try to avoid it in general.
Yeah, I don't think I avoided it. I just kept going on my way with Hero as an adult, and then my progression, I did DC and Fire. And then as soon as I went back Child, I think I did Child Spirit right away.
Yeah, I can't remember, but I think there was a point where I thought both of you could have done it a little earlier, but yeah, it's just, I think they're fair enough justifications, especially for bombs, if you need to go any further into it.
Yeah, and then when I finally did it, I knew that I was gonna get strength too after like in water, so that's why I didn't continue. I just left and did the rest as an adult.
Yeah. Shout outs, by the way, to not having a clue the skulls. Absolutely not a clue what was on those. Because obviously, Marco, you collected a few skulls after 10.
Yeah.
Because it was just a bit of an unknown at that point. And the 40, I don't think 40 skull scale was bothering you both too much, especially when you found hover boots. But yeah, it was a bit of a mystery.
When I got the bottle in Spirit, I was thinking maybe it's like a bottle in Logic to have 40 skulls in Logic so I can do lab, because I didn't do lab yet at that point. So I was gonna do lab if I didn't find Naruto's letter in Spirit.
Oh, I had a fish from the domain, so I knew it was not.
Oh, there was a bottle in domain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's also a good job that both of you actually did Valley for finding the Valley dead hint. Because otherwise, I don't think any of you were going to River Chest early.
I found the hint though.
Yeah, no, you both found the hint in Valley.
Yeah, but there was another one near Shadow Temple.
Was there another one? Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, but Bono didn't find it. Apparently, he told me.
Yeah, because I think the only time I played Nocturne was at the end to go to Forest. Like,
really?
I never played.
That hint.
Yeah. But yeah,
So you did do Valley. Nice.
Yeah, I did it after Lake, because when I went Child again, I rushed Lake, and then I found hovers, and I was like, I'm not gonna go like straight adult to check like Alia checks as an adult, because so I was thinking, okay, I'm gonna do like a few checks as Child. So I did Valley and then the well.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna do the well early, but I found the hammer, which changed my route.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna find the hammer in adult one, so that was gonna be different for you.
Yeah, I knew you were not gonna do like hell yeah in Child 1. I still did it. I thought it could give me an advantage, but not really.
Yeah, I was pretty happy that I didn't I did the well before going back adult, because I got skulls from CAC, and then I got the bomb bag on my way to DC, so I did DC in one trip. That was pretty good.
Also, the vanilla lens.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Lens was vanilla. Hookshot and lens were vanilla seed. But yeah, we were saying earlier that somehow the fact that Marco went Lake early actually hindered you a little bit, because it would have pushed Bono into the well, as you just mentioned there. which was just a bit unfortunate for Marco, I think there.
Yeah.
But again, you managed to then skip most of the well by finding that strength and just immediately bailing.
Oh yeah.
But
Did you leave too, Bono, after the strength?
No, I full cleared.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, full cleared minus bomb checks because you didn't have chews or bombs or anything up there. But you were one skull away
I was so
from getting
mad.
that bomb bag. Which
I
is,
had 9 skulls before the well, and then I found bomb bag on 10 skulls. I was pretty mad.
Just as an update on the time bet we had earlier in the run, looks like Ridialus won that with a 2:08.46, just 6 seconds off the final time from Bonooru there.
Oh wow! All right, well, I don't have anything else to add. That was absolutely amazing. I think there is a certain French reader who's probably losing his collective shit that might want to interview you as well. But yeah, that was amazing. That was one of the best finishes I've ever seen. So amazing race. Marco, obviously you now drop down into losers, facing the winner of Cariosa versus someone. Still got a few matches to determine that one. And then Bono, you wait patiently in the grand finals until Marco either defends himself against someone or someone overtakes him for that last spot. So a little bit of a wait, but hopefully not too long before we get there.
Yeah, well, there's plenty of action to go on here on ZSR. It's going to be a busy weekend. We've got the 2 weeklies. We've got 2 tournament matches. The mystery racer will be announced shortly. On tomorrow, we have Phoenix Feather versus Nephistos. Sunday, it's Roski Tyrant versus Keizo. The winners of said matches go on to face What the Hell's Happened at a later date. So stay tuned here on ZSR, as well as the weeklies going on Saturday and Sunday. So plenty of Zooter to go around.
Well, August just took my job.
Oopsie.
It's all good. It's all good. I'm not really too good at reading off the restream sheet anyway. I always stumble over my words here. But thank you all for making this possible. It was an absolutely ridiculously awesome match. And yeah, if the runners, commentators have any sort of final words, anything we want to say, then now would be the appropriate time. It looks like CSR ZeldaSpeedRuns 2 is not live yet. They might be going live when we're at the end screen there, so I'll wait there for a little bit. But yeah, on ZSR2, coming up in about 15 minutes or so is the TP 90% tournament, losers bracket round 6, Jacket versus Adam. So, assuming that goes live in time, we can send you all over to that, but it'll all host you anyway. Check it out anyway, it's going to be on ZeldaSpeedRuns too. But yeah, if there's any final words, now's the time.
Thank you for the restream, and I'm glad the race was closed at least. That was a really good show, I guess.
Yeah,
closest understatement on that one. Yeah, last shout out, thank you to the trackers, thank you Kiri and FMZ Gun for tracking that one.
All right, dib. That's all, folks.